Hi there, Leo. Thank you so very much for tuning in and for your patience with this reading. It is your June reading. It'll span approximately the 1st to the 15th of the month, and you're right up and out ready for it. Whatever does come your way, Temperance upright, Major Arcana. Looking over at the Ace of Swords. Aha. The Emperor. Okay. Temperance and the Emperor sandwiching this Ace of Swords. Significant, significant. And I was meditating on your, whoa. I was meditating on your energies, but the Sun here just popped out for you and the Magician together, a pair, right over Temperance in this trio of interaction here. That's happening right beneath my hematite crystal, my hematite stone. So something about grounding your efforts, your endeavors, solidifying the terms. I'm hearing the terms. I feel it has to do with career. For a number of you, I feel it has to do with career. I was meditating on your energy, Leo, before I turned on the camera, and as I was shuffling, I kept getting this repetitive motion of thought. Right, it's like a hankering need to, I'm hearing for some of you, simplify divine plan, simplify divine order, come to terms of simplicity, come down to the terms of whatever it is that you feel you are to create, divine purpose. I'm hearing that calling. What is that for you? To really get very clear, super solid on what this hankering desire is, nip it in the bud, right? And the rest is history. Fascinating the way these cards are popping out for you. You have a trio of cards here, fairly thick stacks, two of them, right? At least the Daughter of Cups, the face of one stack, Ace of Wands, you have two aces so far, the head of another stack, the thickest stack in this trio, and the Son of Swords in reverse, the head of this stack here, a duo. So we'll heed that. It seems that you have like clusters of energy, Leo, clusters of energy. I'm hearing temper your reserves as well. I'm hearing temper your, ooh, you just stepped right out with your own card. In the deep past, a lot of fire here on the table, a lot of fire. You have the Strength card, you have the Sun, you have Temperance, you have the Emperor, you have the Magician. I mean, you have the Ace of Wands, right? You're coming out with something. I'm compelled to shuffle. Okay. Will you look at that? Hold on just a moment here, Leo. Let's take a good look at this. This is like fire to fire. Fire to fire, quite literally, right? The Strength card. The Son of Wands. Two fire characters. At a head. For a number of you, I am feeling, I'm hearing divergence. Okay, whatever that may mean to some of you. But before I get into it, let's proceed with the cards here. The Seven of Swords in your current state. Okay, compelled to shuffle. Ooh, pull these three in your advice. Okay. Leo, I'm hearing blasphemous. There's so much going on. It's like I'm seeing you with a desk of papers, just a desk filled, just like layers and layers of papers. And aha, as I was meditating on your energy, I kept hearing layers, getting to the layers, pulling the layers off, the layers of desire. Something about the layers of desire, getting to the core of what it is that really drives you, Leo. What really drives you? In this life, I'm hearing soul calling, soul purpose, soul family. I'm hearing that, soul family. Who is aligned with your mission? Who is it that you want to connect with? I'm hearing like intergalactic, okay? Whatever that may mean to you Leos, right? general reading, of course. It may apply differently to everyone, but okay. Aha. Let me tune in here one moment, Leo. I will read all the cards off to you. You pulled, aside from all the other fire energy, the major arcana in particular, you pulled the pair of wand court cards. You pulled the Father of Wands and you pulled the Mother of Wands as well. Not only, but in succession, together, in your advice. Major interaction. Major interaction. If this is not you and another person, it's you and yourself. I'm feeling for a number of you, it's you and yourself. It's like the two hemispheres of your being. Okay. I'm getting, for some of you, yes, masculinity, and also divine masculinity, divine femininity, right? The two coming together, merging of those hemispheres of our being, of everyone's being, right? But I'm also getting polarity. I'm hearing polarity, where these two worlds of difference meet, and perhaps of indifference meet, forms the crossroads, forms the road that takes us forward. I'm hearing, but there must be the soliloquy. There must be the meeting point of even the minds, right, of the mind. And within and without. So something about, it's like duplicity, mirroring, internalization, externalization, right? The rational mind and the soul calling. Logic, intuition, masculinity, femininity. We have these two sides, all of us do, right? In every dimension. And it's a matter of, where do these two worlds meet for me? Where does my intellect meet with my rationality? My intuition. My intuition. I'm compelled to repeat it, my intuition. As I was meditating for you and shuffling your cards off camera, Leo, the Eight of Pentacles flipped over. At one point, oh, it didn't flip over. It didn't flip over. But that was a huge jet, by the way. You heard it, I'm sure, but I'm compelled to bring attention to that. Okay, that was pronounced. Okay, speaking of the taking of a flight of some kind. Okay, but transition. I'm hearing transition. Okay, from one state to another, alteration of state. Nonetheless, Leo, so much energy going on for you here. I was shuffling, right? And one card had a particular tinge of energy to it. And so I picked it up, turned it over, right? Something going on with that card. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, something about the emptying out of your pockets. Okay, maybe not literally, right? Maybe not literally, but in terms at least of understanding that there's more to the story. There's more to the story of you, of what it is that you do in the world that you create. Understanding that creation is dynamic. Creation is harnessed by the wielding of our fire, by our divine spark, which is uncontained, untamed strength. There's this resurfacing and this resurgence of this fire for you, this divine spark that you're holding fast to. It's like a wave that is just, that has surmounted to a certain point and tipped over. And that water is now cascading down into every part of your being. I'm feeling for a number of you, this, it's like an ascension, something about vibration, raising, heightening, a heightening of awareness. And it's like you cannot, I'm just seeing you being filled with energy. You cannot stop it, right? This awareness that you now have is irreversible. There's no turning back the hand of time, of space, I'm telling you, a lot of the signs here, a lot of the signs, especially in May, it started in May. This energy speaking to right, the metaphysical understanding of our world, of this dimension, at least. Right? It's like space, time, right? The quantum understanding of where we're living, what this world means on every level, in every dimension of our understanding of it, mind, body, soul, and who am I in the context of that schema, so to speak, of the interwoven fabric, right? We are all but threads. We all play a pivotal role, a pivotal role. Embody that, Leo, embody that. You are here too, I'm feeling at this point in time and space, which is an illusion, right? It's just your perception that's now turned to, I have a different, newfound, fundamental understanding of the world that I live in. Right? I no longer see this tree as just simply a tree, right? And a trunk with leaves and branches. I see the life force behind everything, in everything. I see the interconnectedness of it all. And I'm ready to turn that newfound perception of the outside world inwards, to understand myself and who I am as a part of the grander fabric of the universe. Right? It's, whoa, it's so profound, Leo. And my eye is like twitching. My right eye is twitching. So whatever that may mean for you, it's something about the expulsion of energy. I'm getting high energetics. Like if you're blowing out electronics, I would not be surprised. It's that kind of energy, right? Where the frequency is so high that you're wondering, do I even belong here? The things I'm experiencing. What I'm experiencing is not normal. Is not normal. There's this electricity to you, and it's this, I am hearing for you ascension, Leo, ascension. So there's this newfound perception of life. Again, right, the outside world. And where that energy, right, forms this accordion of understanding of who do I see, and who am I as the observer of that reality. Chills, Leo. I am on fire with this feeling of electricity for you. Electricity. Now, you are deep, deep, deep. As I said that, Bandit snored. That's my dog for new subscribers. He snored, and he was like, it was just in such a deep state of, right, the subconscious, right? Just as I mentioned, that electricity, the profundity of this realization for you, Leo. And it's like you are so deep in this understanding, right? It's like of revelations within revelations that may also have to do with your past. Okay, now, let's get into the spread. Strength, upright, in your deep past. Looking straight ahead. In your recent past, Son of Wands, looking to the Strength card, to the Lion in your past. Which leads you to the Seven of Swords in reverse. Very interesting. Lots of energy, a lot of momentum moving towards the past, okay? Your energetic pathway that you stepped into that helped lead you into your current state is the Two of Swords upright. Okay, your advice, Leo. I was picking up these 4 cards, right? And the Mother of Wands flew out. Okay, right at your apex. Off at a distance, but to which point, right, she's angled up, but she's still looking down at the whole spread beneath her. Okay, so something about being at a distance, remaining at a distance, almost like taking a step back, jumping back, a little pep of a step, but just far enough and just close enough to which point you still have that range of motion, that range of vision, perception of, right, that aerial view perception, the aerial view of it all, okay. But not so far, right, that your sense of perception is somehow skewed. I'm hearing safe distance, keeping a safe distance, but a close eye as well on whatever this is. This could again be your very own energy, right? It's like I'm seeing you with like two sort of satellites, almost satellites of understanding. Okay, where you are on one hand the onlooker of your own life, and on the other hand, the portrayer of it. So what you see is what you are, but also I'm getting a strong focus on sight, right? The sight of the eyes, of the right rational mind, our perception, our humanly perception, and the mind's eye. Okay, so seeing things from these two perspectives, right? Not just seeing it on one hand and the other, but literally very different planes of view, of vision. Okay, fascinating. We'll get more to that. I feel that that's a dense energy of understanding here for you, but your advice, right? Okay. Leo. The Five of Swords, as you just saw, flipped right over, right on its belly, to which point it's upside down now on top of the Mother of Wands. So those two wanted to escape whatever this date was. Two of Cups, Father of Wands in reverse. So we'll heed that. So I'm getting that perhaps where you may have been fingers, hands, and toes inside of a car, inside of a situation, I'm totally invested, mind, body, soul, whatever this is. You're like retracting a little bit, recoiling a little bit. Oh, wait a second. Let me take a look from over here. Let me take a look from over here rather than here, solely, right? Okay. But we mentioned Two of Swords, okay, but I'm being driven to return to this energy. Right here, right now, you have two twos. Two of Swords, Two of Cups. They're both leading up towards, they have this sort of crossing of energy, right? With these two roses and two swords. There's a crisscross, there's a crossroads, there's a coming to the point, the nucleus, the clarity, the desire for clarity of what is obscure. What is obscure? This hangering feeling, aligning with desire. What is it that you desire? By way of heeding your intuition, Leo, I'm being beckoned to say that. And as I was, this is so electric. So these two cards, Leo, are so very electric. The High Priestess in reverse in your environment. Right next to the Two of Swords. Look, I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, and the Eight of Pentacles, flip that over. Another card, the very last card that I had shuffled as I spread all the cards out. It like wobbled. It wobbled. And I flipped it over, and it was the High Priestess in reverse. So there's something here. I'm like getting tingles for you. There's something here. And I'm zeroing in on my amethyst crystal as I say this. And maybe as you profess this even. I'm hearing profess for a number of you. It may be love, absolutely. With all this fire energy, whoa. You absolutely may be professing love, maybe coming to terms with what you love. Okay, but so many flights from here, Leo. I almost said Taurus. So if you know Taurus, if you have Taurus rising sun or moon sign, you may want to check that video out. Nonetheless, I'm getting for you, right? It's like, what is love even? What is love? Love does not have to be, right? Me and another. What do I love? Right? Not necessarily who I love, but, and even in that case, right, what is love? Appreciation, right? But appreciation of love, of the love that we all are, right? In that reflective space of harmony and understanding, recognition of soul truth. But right, it's like, what do I love? Rather than the externalization of what I love, you come to this understanding that's come to by way of the internalization of whatever that truth is for you. Whatever bears that meaning of love, desire, passion. So I'm getting for you, there is a need to heed your intuition, dear, dear Leo. Heed your intuition. And I feel that you've felt this energy, whatever this has been, for so very long. It's magnetic, like magnetic, to say the very least. Okay. And there is a tingling sensation. You've been just, you're thinking, what am I feeling? What is this that I'm experiencing? Wow, is this love? Is this passion? Is this the path that's guiding me forward to pursue a higher purpose, a higher calling? I'm zeroing in on my peacock ore for you, Leo. Magnificent, magnificent reflections of light that we see with this stone. I love peacock ore. Absolutely love this stone. It reminds me of amethyst. Well, they're both sort of a purple hue, but the ignition of the imagination here, right, is really what we see. What we see. So Leo, you're being taken layers deep, beyond what you see, right? It's like the universe is like, hold on, Leo, take those glasses off. You're not going to need them here, right? In fact, close your eyes and then see. But don't just see what you see. See what you want to see. What do you want to see, Leo? It's beautiful. Bandit is like, amen to that. He has his eyes closed right now. He's in a dream state. Astral traveling. Right? So I feel for you that it's this beckoning to step into this world of dreaming, imagination, the ignition of fire, passion, flame. I said pyre, whatever that may mean for some of you. Okay. But we have here, you have 3 twos. 3 twos. Speaking of union, duplicity. The coming together of 2 hemispheres, 2 halves. Even right brain, left brain, right? Okay. Where you find unison and unity. But first and foremost of self. And I'm feeling for a number of you, this is not you and another person necessarily. It's you and yourself. You and your person, so to speak. Mind, body, soul of you, Leo. Working together in harmony. In unison. I'm hearing that. In tandem, I'm hearing that as well. Two of Pentacles in reverse in your near future. Preceding the Two of Cups. Diagonal from the Two of Swords. Mirroring the Seven of Swords, which is sucked into your past by way of this magnetism of vision, of fire, of passion, of drive for what it is you want to create. You've held so fast to whatever this, even the vision of the path, right? Even if what you've felt has been a little bit obscure, I feel something. I know there's more to me. I know there's something that I am to extrapolate, to explore, but it's been a process of fine-tuning exactly, right? Steering through the fog towards a lighthouse. It's almost like I see for you, Leo, these are the two halves of your being. Right? This is the vision. And this is the action that's taken to capacitate the vision. It's almost like, right, this side of you, you're like, come on, soul, tell me, what do I care about? What do I want to do? What is my love? Because I'm ready to create. I'm ready. I'm standing on the front line for you. To just give me that okay go, the green light, right? But it's almost like there's a stoic nature to this lion on the strength card, right? Just looking forward, almost frozen, but not hollow in the least bit. There's a full capacity of understanding here, right? That I'm getting this as your higher self has higher self, your soul. And it's almost like the answers that you seek must be brought forward in a higher light. I'm hearing that for a number of you, in a higher light. How do you view yourself, your purpose, your passion, your drive? How do you view that whole process of creation as you, as the creator? There's something about looking yourself straight in the eyes, Leo, or in the eye, right? Again, there's this focus on perception of self specifically. And it's almost like the lion is like, I don't need to look your way and communicate in human terms, for some of you, this answer that I know, that you know, right? Mind, body, soul connection. We know. It's a matter of accepting, of aligning with what we know. 1 second, guys. Bandit wants out. Oh, come on, Bandit. Right? It's like, it's not a matter of me telling you, paying you the attention. Look, the lion is like not even looking at the Son of Wands. The Son of Wands is like upside down, pleading, almost pleading. There's such admiration here, such admiration of self, of potential, of seeing yourself, that glimpse, that glimmer of who it is that you want to, I'm hearing become, right? But really step into vibrationally. It's like you had this vision of yourself and you're like, that's who I want to express myself as. And I'm ready to do it, but it's a matter of coming to terms with, on a subliminal level, hearing that for a number of you, what this vision really is, what this desire really is, what it is that I know. And it's not about hearing it, tasting it, touching it, necessarily. It's just about embodying it. Embodying it like the lion here is. Okay? Looking straight ahead, straight forward. There's a disclosure, okay, of some kind that I'm getting like it's like internal banter, and it's between your logical rational mind and your I keep hearing intellectual faculties. Okay, so whatever that may mean to some of you, but the intuitive mind, right? What we intuitively know, just because we know, not because we, right? The lion turned its head and was like, yes, I confirm that this is what is true. It's like the soul does not need to do that. Look at that plain Leo, taking off right there. Taking off the ascension. Something about, like stepping off the bow of the ship. Stepping off the bow of the ship and taking the deep dive into deep waters. Because you feel it in your heart of hearts, in your mind's eye, I'm getting mind's eye, that your purpose, your calling, your passion, your drive is so deep, so much deeper than perhaps what you have considered to suffice in the past, what has subsisted, what has been, what you've put up with, quote unquote, right? There's this insistence. 5 of Cups is in your theme in reverse, overlaying the 6 of Swords upright. You have a 5 and a 6, a sequence. You're moving straight down this path of transmutation of the past, whatever these emotions were, whatever the situation was that caused you a sense of emotional dissatisfaction. You realize the transmutation of that is by way of the change of my perception of it, of the whole process, and how I play a part in capacitating my sense of happiness, satisfaction. Now, butterfly, taking a deep dive, right? In reverse, right next to this puddle of water, this closeout of emotions, this enclosure of emotions, whatever this has been, whatever this has meant for you. 10 of Cups, the closing of the cycle here. You have a 10 and a 10 right next to each other, and you have 2 aces. Leo, you are leading out with absolute change. Emotional revelation. You understand that taking this deep dive, emotionally especially, is going to capacitate a sense of lightness, freedom. In taking the deep dive, right, you uprise that much more, with that much greater momentum, right, straight up and out of the water, right? And you understand that it means, right, diving deep. I'm hearing that repeatedly, diving deep. It's the review of the past, okay? You're like, I know it's coming. I know I got to do it. But that's what's going to allow me to set aside all the debris, change my ways completely with how I've been moving forward in my life, so that I can make room for this resurgence of a very exciting, magnanimous fire energy. Look, 10 of Wands, fire. But there's a desolateness to this card, right? Contrasted by all of this just glowing fire energy. Temperance, Magician, the Sun, Emperor, Strength. Even the Son of Wands, I'll say that. The Father of Wands. Ace of Wands, Mother of Wands. I mean, right, Leo? It's like you're plowing out what has been to welcome, to engage, to communicate with what your dream is to create. Clearing out the mind, though, especially the mind, 6 of Swords. Right next to that 5 of Cups. And the emotional well of reserves, right? That all the memories, right, that we've held on to, that were a part of this old world. Look, 5, 10. You're like, it's time for closeout. Right? Like, going out sale. It's time. And It's a matter of heeding this intuition through that whole process, Leo, where you feel, I feel like I'm underwater dealing with all of these revelations of the past, all these emotions, coming to terms with all these emotions. But I'm understanding why I'm doing it. I'm understanding why I'm doing it, why this is a natural step in the process of reconfiguration of self. And you've been so ready for it, Leo. Hanged Man upright, standing up in its grave, but it's upside down, right? The card is technically upside down. High Priestess is looking over the Hanged Man. It's like your intuition, that voice in your head, quote unquote voice, right? Your intuition has been like poking and prodding you, Leo. Make this change. It's time for this change. To awaken. Even if it's technically still night, right? When we awaken, right, we're awakened by the light, not of circumstance, not of place, not of people, not of things, but the light of that truth that rings for us. Your soul is calling for you, Leo. It's emotional. It's emotional. You realize the gravity of who you are. You realize that it's a matter of defying gravity. The laws of gravity. What is deemed to be impossible, making it all possible. So powerful. Leo. And there's this closing out, okay, of the chapter with yourself. And you're telling yourself, it's time. It's time. Whether it's night, whether it's day, I create my order. I create my order. You're taking matters, Leo, into your very own hands. Into your very own hands. But you understand that it's all a matter of perception. Right? Your plane of vision. Technically, it's night. When you flip this card, right? It could also be seen as day. So it's a matter of how we orient ourselves, our sense of perception of what we're experiencing, what we see, realizing that we're the creator of what we experience and what we see, So, in every sense of that word, right? Of course, as we see for you and as we've seen for you, there's the dawn of this new day. You've been waiting for it. You've been waiting for it. It's a matter of standing for it, tall, unabashed. Even if it means, again, defying all odds, defying the laws of gravity, even if it means facing a sense of discernment of what's right and what's wrong. I'm getting a feeling of societal perception that may be at play here, where it's like, I need to, right, whoever is onlooking, whoever, I'm giving the speech of my truth, I'm standing at this podium, whoever shows up to hear me out, wonderful, right? Wonderful. But I will stand here, even in the storm, even in the dark, yet again, dark. because my day has come. So amazing, Leo. Whoa. It's like, it's so, I mean, these words are just coming out, and it's like a profession. It is a profession, and you're standing, I'm hearing for some of you, before that altar, before those steps, and you are just giving yourself to the experience. Mind, body, soul, you're like, I'm here for it all. Excuse me, to experience it all. And right, don't lose that voice of what it is you're standing for. It may require of you to exert, to bring this voice out from a place that has been hangering, to speak out. And you're standing for what you believe, Leo. You're standing for what you believe, and it may absolutely regard career. Absolutely may regard career. The Emperor Aries is card. The domain, right, that you call your own, that you call your home, your place in the world, so to speak, in this dimension. Now, Leo, profound energy. Oh my goodness. It's it's moving, and it's, I'm feeling for a number of you, you're giving a speech. Oh my goodness. You supply the tissues, please, Leo, because a lot is coming out. A lot is coming out. And right, you have the 10 of Cups, which just flipped this 2 of Pentacles right over on its belly, over on the 2 of Swords, coming to, right, this revelation, this emotional revelation. It's like you feel that's going to bring you to this point of clarity of what, yet again, you felt for so very long that you've desired to bring out into the light. Okay. Leo, look. There's a need to come to absolute terms with what we call our own. I'm hearing also what we call our home, where we want to reside, where we want to plant our stake. The chapter of this new beginning. Where will it begin? Right? By way of looking at where it ends. 10 of Swords that you're leading out with. So there's this end of a cycle, beginning of a new. It may require of you to say the things that maybe not everybody, right, wants to hear. 5 of Swords, right over the Mother of Wands. But it's a matter of, right, you are the creator of this world, Mother of Wands. And you may be taking time to step back and reflect on that. On that, ruminate on that, right? Sitting by the pond, at the lake, on the dock, right? Legs dangling over the edge, looking out yonder. I'm hearing that for you. And coming to the point of understanding that proclaiming my truth is not to satiate, right, the needs and the wants and the desires, so to speak, of everyone else, or the expectations either. Speaking my truth and standing for what I've known, what I have known, what speaks to my sense of independence, individuality, as a creator, magician, is the step that I need to take, right, to capacitate the process of creation, because the process of creation is very independent, is very personal, is very real, right? Divine spark, fire, flame, creation, magician, very independent sort of energy, right? Similar to strength here, right? Strength isn't looking over, right, at his partner in art class, like, wait a second, what are you drawing? Maybe I'll draw the same thing. Like, strength could not be bothered, right? Even by someone, right, asking them, what are you drawing? Maybe I should draw the same thing as you. It's like, strength does not hear any white noise. Any white noise does not find distraction, right, with the 3D world, with the extraneous, okay? It focuses its mind's eye on what's real to it, what it sees. That's the driving force and the focus. I'm hearing manual labor for some of you. Manual labor or labor. Okay. Now, right? So again, right, coming to this focus of this realization, this world that I'm creating is my world that I'm creating, and it's a matter of me, and whatever capacitates or jumpstarts this process. Yes, maybe difficult, right? It's just put that key in the ignition. Say what you need to say to who you need to say it to, right? Paying your dues. This works for me, this doesn't. Right? It may be a matter of taking that stand in the storm, right? But one way or another, showing up. And let's take a look at this trio here of stacked cards. You have the Daughter of Cups, overlaying the Eight of Wands in reverse, overlaying the Moon, overlaying the Empress, fire energy, and fertility. Okay, so this may be speaking to a birth, absolutely, for a number of you, but overlaying the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, you're embarking upon a process, upon a path that you've been desiring, okay, to take the stand with, yes, to jumpstart, to put the key in the ignition, once and for all, like, ding, 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 like, I'm having a baby, like, I'm going to go into labor any minute now, and that's my truth, and I can't hold it in any longer. Again, the time has come. My day has come. Now, okay, Leo. It's a matter of just starting, just putting that key in the ignition, coming to terms with what is your personal truth, what it is that you feel, what is the speech you want to give, what is this word, this proclamation of that clarity that you come to about your path. What is that for you? That's the sitting on the dock of the bay here, thinking about what it is that you want to bring forward, that you align with ultimately, and you understand that doing so is going to change your world. If this is a birth, this absolutely may be a birth for a number of you. Speaking to water energy, okay. You understand that this is going to change your world. This is going to change the way that you've done things, the way that you do things. Ten of Cups, right? It's like the womb, the breaking of the womb, the breaking of the water. All right? So absolutely, hey, it may be a birth. Okay. But one way or another, right? It's the birth of something. Be it the birth of you, right? That's had by way of the coming together of the union, right? Of self, of the two halves of your being. Masculine and divine, okay, I'm being beckoned to say divine masculine and divine feminine. Okay, so your divine union of self, so to speak, all divine, always divine, but again, your perception of it, the acceptance of that, and the balancing, the recalibration of that dance, okay. Son of Swords. In reverse, flying into the Father of Cups. Right parallel to this very fertile energy. There's a youthfulness to this energy, the Daughter of Cups. And there's almost an antagonistic nature, okay, to these two characters here. The battle between the intellectual mind and that which we feel. I'm feeling that this is going to pertain differently to a number of you. Okay, this may be speaking to legal action. Okay, that may pertain to a Father of Cups, someone with strong water energy, strong water energy. Okay, who may be involved in whatever this birth is. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The proclamation of truth, Leo, may, excuse me, right, this Ace of Swords, may be a certain standing up to the more masculine side of whatever this counterpart of creation is, right? So you see this masculinity here, this father of cups, and again, right, we have both of those propensities, all of us within us, masculine, feminine, yin, yang, right? So there's this discussion, this energetic sort of standstill here, where you're taking a very close look at the masculine side of that story, and how the two energies perhaps in the past were unbalanced or are now coming into balance, and how that can be done by way perhaps of legal action for some of you. Okay, I'm being beckoned to say that, but also by way of simply, right, engaging in this discussion, this openness, okay, of even communicating about it, right? So I'm feeling that this can be happening behind closed doors, like in a private setting, okay, as well. Should it be a discussion, right, with an individual? Right, but it's being mirrored yet again by so much feminine energy here. Speaking of the creation, speaking of, right? But it's almost like we can't have that. It's like the two legs of this chair. Well, two legs. I don't have a chair with two legs, but okay. The two. You have so much two here, Leo. Two is a theme. Is a theme. Two of Swords, Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Okay, and you have a triangle of energy here, and in your apex, the top left-hand corner, the feminine energy forming one leg, and the masculine energy forming the other. So it's like the two legs that allow you to stand as an individual. I'm getting strongly for you, this is you, yourself, and I, right? You, yourself, and you, like, understanding, right? Where perhaps emotions and coming to terms with those emotions in a way that is vulnerable with even yourself is ultimately necessary. Okay, so at the apex of those two halves, those two hemispheres, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, overlaying the Four of Cups, emotional revelation. Five of Wands, you have so much succession. So much success. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Leo, you have so many cards, right? That escalate in number and in order. There's an orderliness to so many of your cards here, right? You have 2-2-2 in a row. You have 10-10 in a row. You have 4, 5, 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups in a row. You have the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Swords in a row. So there's something about following order, divine order though. I'm getting that it's something that is orchestrated on another level. Okay, but that speaks to your fire, your flame, your passion, your drive. And you understand that in order to light this match, you must come to full terms once and for all with how it is that you've felt. 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Right? The setting down of those emotions, letting it all out, coming out of the box, right? Jack in the box. Jack's now out of the box, right? He's like, I'm here, right? But first, in a state of rumination, reflection on what it is we are to create once we step out of that box. 4, 5, 4, 5, 5 of swords as well, right? Right over the Mother of Wands. So there's something about this stepping up to the plate, stepping up, following the sequence, the order, the divine order, the divine series of events, okay, and you may feel like, hey, I've known what I'm here to do. I know what I'm being called and beckoned to do. It's a process, and if it's a birth, right, there's a certain sense of expectation with the process, absolutely. Now, okay, letting down these emotions, coming out with your emotional truth is what capacitates this new beginning for you. Aligning with that divine spark, that inner knowing, right, is what stabilizes the two halves of your being, right? As the masculine and the feminine, the two legs, right? Forming this triangle to the apex of creation, Ace of Wands. But then the Ace of Wands is pointing down, right, at this union of self, of the two halves, right? Of both, perhaps. Like, we're all in this together, right? It's by way of union and unison that we create. And it's such an exciting, exciting new beginning for you, Leo. Oh my goodness. Have a beautiful June. And don't forget to take a breath. Right? Don't forget to take a breather through it all. I feel, right, that there's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of vision, envisioning, and stepping into that heart space. I'm feeling for you. I'm zeroing in on my rose quartz crystal. Excuse me. Okay, voice, Leo. Something about voice for you. Something about voice for you. And this happened with your Ace of Swords, right? As I was talking about that energy, that speech, coming from the heart, aligning with the heart, what it is that we truly feel, those emotions. What are those emotions? Really, what are they? What is my personal truth? And aligning with that, okay, is what sets every domino into effect and into motion, right? Thank you so very much for tuning in, Leo, for all of your comments, your likes, your subscriptions. I'm so touched. Thank you. And I highly recommend for you to tune into your rising sun or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. I know, for example, I resonate a lot with my moon sign, even more than my sun sometimes. It depends. So if you don't know your signs, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide, and that will compute them for you. All right. Thank you so very much again, Leo. Have a beautiful June, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Leo, as I was closing that out, did you see that? Did you see that? This one card on the very top just flipped right over. The beginning of the new chapter. Okay, beginning of the new chapter, but it's this wielding of this fire. Okay, I know that you are absolutely you cannot wait for this new beginning, right? Patience. Patience is the virtue. Patience is the virtue, but also the pursuit of what it is that you have been waiting for. Okay, Leo, thank you so much again. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Bye.